Welcome to the Great Hypothetical Debates Podcast and the fourth episode of Trump's Christmas Carol. As the bell sounds, Trump is once again spirited away, this time to one of the poorest areas in the state of Bihar, India. The fourth visitation is about to begin.
God, this place really stinks. Where the hell are we? Well, this is unexpected Gandhi, right?
Please call me Bapu. We are amidst the poorest of the poor, Mr. Trump. And as such, I understand we are to discuss the virtues of compassion in society.
Oh, really? Compassion, eh? Well, sure. Whatever. But in my view, society is about the strongest leading. It's about winning. Compassion is secondary.
I must disagree with you, Mr. Trump. Compassion is the lifeblood of society. It is not a weakness, but a profound strength. Without it, society becomes a mere battleground of egos.
A battleground, perhaps, but that's where leaders are made. I keep telling you people, spirits, whatever you are, you've got to be tough to get to the top.
The time over others to reach the top does not make one a true leader, sir. Leadership is about raising others up, not about being the sole person standing on a mountain of vanquished foes. Compassion has been proven to be a unifying force, Mr. Trump.
Look, I built buildings, I've made deals, lots of great deals. You don't do that with just compassion. I needed to be tough and never let my guard down.
Compassion does not preclude one from being assertive or from striving for excellence. It is the means by which you achieve your ends that defines the path one can build, create, and achieve without sacrificing kindness and empathy.
Look, empathy doesn't stop the bad guys. Gandhi, Bapu, whatever your name is. It doesn't pay the bills or build the economy.
But it does, Mr. Trump. A compassionate leader inspires. They create a society that is more cooperative, more peaceful, and more prosperous. The bad guys, as you call them, are often a product of a society that lacks compassion, that fails to address the basic human needs of its people.
Maybe, but you can't just hand things out. People need to get off their asses and work for it.
Compassion is not about handouts. It is about extending a helping hand. There is dignity in work, but there is also dignity in ensuring that work is available and that it is justly rewarded. A compassionate society is one where opportunity is not hoarded but shared.
Opportunity is there for those like me who seize it. That's the American dream, and it's made me the man I am.
And yet, what of those born into despair, where opportunity is a distant dream? Look around you, sir. Compassion bridges the gap between potential and possibility. The American dream you speak of must be accessible to everyone, everywhere, not just a privileged few.
Well, as I just said a minute ago, success isn't just served up to everyone. You have to bust your ass to get anywhere in this world, and those on the sidelines better get the hell out of the way.
Not everyone begins life with the same advantages, Mr. Trump. Some must struggle more than others. However, compassion helps level the field.
Well, I think that's pretty much bullshit, because you're always going to have those who take advantage of the system.
There will always be those who take advantage, but they are the minority. A society should not be judged by the misdeeds of a few, but by the capacity to uplift the many. To withhold compassion for fear of it being misused is to misunderstand its value.
Oh man, you really believe that's realistic, don't you? A world filled with compassion.
It is not only realistic, Mr. Trump, it is essential. Look at the world, the divisions, the suffering. This is the result of a lack of compassion, not an excess.
Well, I've seen some tough times. Business is cutthroat. Politics is worse. Compassion is fine for when you're just sitting around with your thumb up your ass, but in the storm, it won't hold up.
I have faced many a storm, Mr. Trump. I have faced an empire with nothing but the strength of my convictions and the belief in non-violence and compassion. It held up even in the darkest of times, because it is not just a personal virtue, it is a cornerstone of society.
I keep telling you, spirit guys, maybe this worked back in your time, but the world's moved on. It's faster, more cutthroat now.
The surface may have changed, but the human heart has not. The need for understanding, for compassion, is as pressing as it ever was, perhaps even more so.
You're saying that compassion is the key to what? Global peace, prosperity? Once again, I call bullshit.
Compassion is the key to humanity, Mr. Trump. Without it, peace is fragile, prosperity is uneven, and society becomes cold. Compassion fosters a world where cultural differences are celebrated, not feared, where individuals work for the collective good.
You've got an answer for everything, don't you, little man?
Oh dear. Well, all I hope, sir, is that you will look upon the power of compassion not just as a personal virtue, but as a guiding principle for leadership and governance.
Yeah, whatever.
Please just reflect on what we have discussed here. The world not just as it is, but as it could be. That is all I ask.
Yeah, sure, can I go now? The smell in this place is making me nauseous.
Very well. Until we meet again, Mr. Trump.
I doubt it, but if so, I hope it won't be in a shithole like this again